park. Setting up my selfie stick. And we'll be on our way. Last time I did upper body one day after last time I did push-ups one day after I did pull-ups, I kind of regretted it, mainly because my lower chest gets worked out during my pull-ups, and I felt a pain in my lower chest as a result. Let me set this up here. And as a result, oh, come on. Put my phone in upside down. Hello. Still trying to figure out this, little selfie stick. All right, here we go. Awesome. You asked me, hey, Isaac. Igno, you asked me this before Hefesto. I don't know what that is. I think you told me, you may have told me before, but I don't recall what it is. Sorry. If you can tell me what it is, I can tell you if I can do it. Also, I got some 70% alcohol wipes to wipe down the bars with so that they're not slippery and oily. All right, here we go. And we're ready to go. So today we can either do upper body push-ups, which I might not be able to be my best because we did do pull-ups yesterday. Or we could do cardio jump rope. Hey, Waylon, what's up? You tell me what you guys prefer, or if you even prefer anything at all. If we do push exercises today, it's either going to be dips or push-ups, decline push-ups, or we could do jump rope as well. Either one would work. You go back down. Good evening, Dominic. You go back down with your hands behind your back and then you raise. You go back down with your hands behind. Oh, the lower back exercise, hyperextensions, right? Is that what you're talking about? Hyperextensions, Igno? Sounds like a hyperextension workout. All right. Okay, I think I've got everything now. Got my water. Got my camera stand. One of. I also ordered chalk. So hopefully it arrives soon. When it arrives, we'll be using it, of course. And let me grab my blue camera stand as well, just in case. And I'll grab our jump rope, just in case. Andy, what's up? I got myself a backpack, guys, because I'm always carrying so many things in my hands. So hopefully things will be better with the backpack, more organized. At least a little bit more organized. All right, grab this with me. All right, you guys ready? What's up, Austin? Thanks, Signal. I'll check it out later. Not right now. I'm not in the middle of a stream. I don't have a second phone, so it turns the stream off anytime I switch windows. I'm 175 centimeters. One's dream of you. Not very tall. All right, so we have two options today, guys. Jump rope or push-ups or dips. Pick one of three. I did like the recommendation, whoever said to do decline push-ups. I think it was Shivam. We could do pike push-ups, maybe, but I'll check it out later, Ignal. Hello to the Fortress Army. Pike push-ups for shoulders. Yeah, we could do those. We could do those. Someone forgot something here again on the bench. Oh, you know what I forgot in my car? I'm gonna go grab it now because I'm gonna be complaining all evening if I don't. Mosquito spray. The guy left his hat here again. Guys, what is this? You remember the magician's hat? It never got picked up. The guy disappeared. Did you look up the average male height worldwide? I think 5'9" is average, which is what I am. Oh, is it like 170? Maybe. I think in the United States it's 5'9" or 5'10", which puts me at the exact average. Oh, all his stuff is here. His jacket is here still. It's been days. And his pipe and everything. Check it. I guess he just never picked it up. Well, what was the third thing? Was it glasses? There was three things here. I think it was glasses. Magic Man. So I've got the most votes for push-ups. Greetings to Malaysia. Pike push-ups and regular push-ups. Oh yeah, there's a magnifying glass. All right, I'm gonna go grab my mosquito spray real quick and we'll be right back. We're gonna do regular push-ups. I'm gonna try to do a set of 90, and then we'll move on Pike push-ups for shoulders, which is a great shoulder exercise. And we haven't done them yet since we began working out, which was on purpose partially. And the purpose was that I wasn't strong yet, and I wanted to get my basic strength up first before we move on to something like that. So that was the reason. But now we're 8 weeks in, we're up to 26 pull-ups in one set. We're up to all the other stuff we're up to. So we can start trying the harder variations of push-ups and everything else. So we can definitely do pike push-ups today. I'm very looking forward to learning planche with you guys again. Which Bible verse you meditation on a daily basis? I don't. Once dream of you. You may have missed the previous streams, but I became agnostic, so I don't really read the Bible. But back when I was like a devout Christian, my favorite was Matthew 6:33, I believe. Worry for nothing, but in everything. Search first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you, or will be given to you. And what he's referring to is earlier in the chapter, he talks about how the flowers in the field and the bees and the birds, they don't have to worry about what's going to happen today. And God in heaven provides for them, and we're so much more valuable than them. So why worry about what's going to happen tomorrow, next year, when we have every day has enough of its own troubles? As long as you do right and you live righteously, everything else will fall into place, is basically the verse. I believe that's Matthew 6:33. It was one of my favorites back then. So I don't know if that's what you're asking necessarily, but I hope it answers your question. Got my mosquito spray. We're good to start. Yeah, Waylon, that's exactly what it says. If he provides for them, how much more will he provide for you? Half a toe is like in back lever position. You pull yourself up horizontally, then lower yourself back into a back lever. Feel a lot on shoulders and biceps. Have you read any good books lately? No, I haven't. My next books to read are $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozy. I've been meaning to read that book for like a year now. I still haven't read it. But that's a book that you got to read and apply immediately. You can't just like read it just for knowledge. You have to apply it. And then there was another book that was recommended to me. I'm trying to remember what it was about. I can't remember. The average height for a man worldwide is 5 foot 7.5 inches. In the United States is 5'9". If you're looking at global statistics, the answer is yes. Yeah, so I'm average height. Not short, not tall, average. So if an average man like me can achieve all the stuff I achieve, you can too. Actually, I feel like the shorter you are, the easier it is for you to do body weight stuff. Body weight workouts and get really fit with calisthenics, be very powerful with it. Can you do a bent arm press or hold in this position? Is good for shoulder strength. A bent arm press. Is that overhead dumbbell press? Are you talking about pike push-ups? I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. You're average, but you weigh 190. Yeah, I'm at 174. I'm a bit lighter. And I think when I'll be setting my records, I might drop even more of my weight. We'll see. I never really care about my weight very much. It's not a big point of concern. For me, main thing is strength. As long as I'm strong enough. Макс, привет. Сегодня будем отжимания тренировать. Do you accept collaboration with other fitness influencers? If yes, who? Anyone, really. I'm not picky, especially now. I'm just coming back. I'm not at my strongest yet, so I can't really be picky with who I'm gonna work out with. If somebody wants to collab with me while I'm at my weak point, I'd be happy to. We just did a collaboration with Josh Lee. He's not really a YouTuber, but he is extremely fit. He could do one-arm handstands, all kinds of really cool stuff. So we did it with him, collaboration not too long ago. So yeah, I'm doing them. That was stream number 30. Stream number 33, I believe. Handstand. It's called Handstands and Fun or something like that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, now I gotta spray my face too. These mosquitoes are relentless. Like literally, I sprayed my whole arms and they still land on my face. Well, I tell you what. First thing we're gonna do is push-ups. I wanna do Larry Wheels. That dude's like the top in the world. I'm weak right now though. I'm weak. Jujumufu? Nah, like everybody's strong. I feel bad messaging people who are, I'm like, they're out of my league in a way, you know what I mean? As weird as that sounds, they're out of my league. I mean, yeah, he takes steroids, but he's extremely strong with bodyweight fitness. He could do a planche and stuff. Larry Wheels, I mean. Mike Chang. You're so funny, Austin. I don't think he's on YouTube anymore. All right, I gotta figure this out. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm pretty weak, Ignal. Compared to where I was, I haven't even gotten half of my strength back, I would say. Yeah, he was a pioneer, but he was here for, like, he came in, went heavy on ads and collaborations, cashed out. Yeah, у меня рост 175 сантиметров. He cashed out and he was gone, right? That was his kind of approach. He provided a lot of content, a lot of training stuff, sold it, cashed out, and left. All right, here we go. 90 push-ups coming along. Attempt at least. $41. I'm feeling it from the pull-ups. $46. $50. $60. I give up. We're gonna do it another day for the max. I'm feeling a lot in my shoulders and lower chest from yesterday's pull-ups. I'm gonna do this one up fresh. Carry, parallettes in your bag from now on. Oh, for the push-ups? No, it's fine. I'm afraid you'll leave us because of not so many dollars making it off YouTube. Hafesto is close to the spinning biceps moves you do, but it's pull up horizontally from back lever position. Would you try? Not anytime soon, Ming Yen. Ming Yuan. Not anytime soon. That's a very advanced exercise. 52, good job, Austin. Первый день вроде 40 акс, не помню. 40 отжиманий. Я сегодня на максимум не пошел. У меня после вчерашних подтягиваний грудь болит нижняя. Потому что то, как я подтягиваюсь, я напрягаю свою грудь. Поэтому я сегодня сейчас на максимум не пошел. Larry Wheels did a collab with Fake Natty recently. Who's Fake Natty? Who's a Fake Natty? Ignore. Larry Wheels is just doing side quests. He's doing collabs with everybody. No matter who you are. Everybody gets a collab. Alright. We're gonna move on to some Pike push-ups today. So we did 60 regular. And then the rest of our push-ups. Yeah, I've seen the one with Chris Faria. I feel like it's a pretty good angle right there for our Pike push-ups coming up. All right, here we go. Would be a cool collab with Lazar Novovic. Is Lazar that guy? He's a bodybuilder, but he's like a weightlifting bodybuilder. He used to be like one of the most aesthetic guys on YouTube back in the day. I don't know if that's the same guy. Oh, Bar Brothers guy. Oh, might be confusing him with somebody though. Oh, the Lazar I was thinking of. I think that was Lazar Angelov. Lazar Angelov was the one. That was back when I was doing YouTube. So, the way I'm gonna do my pike push-ups, I'm not gonna go up above my head right here. I'm gonna go in the front right here. So, my hands are gonna be coming up. Instead of going like this to my head, I'm gonna be going forward into here, back up to here. Almost like inclined bench. Or like dumbbell press, but only on a slightly inclined bench. This is the movement I'm about to do. I very rarely seen you flex your muscles or do poses like you don't care about them. I'm not a bodybuilder, one's dream of you. Like, I have good muscles and a good body shape, but I don't do it like to have a super aesthetic physique. I do want to look good, of course, but I do it more for, I want to be strong, and so everything you see is strength. I never even practiced any bodybuilding poses, so I don't even know how to do them properly. I feel like I'm in camp. We used to have to use this mosquito spray all the time on campsites. Ooh. Pike push-ups are hard. All right, so we got 60 regular push-ups. Thank you, Waylon. And we got 15 pike. Let's count total too today. So let's go for 100 pike. Thank you, Eduardo. Upper chest got red from blood flow. I don't see it. All right, we're gonna do 100 pike push-ups today. I'm gonna aim for that. So I don't like knuckle push-ups, Nick. Eduardo, I'm doing shoulders today, but I did do a set of regular push-ups to start. But yeah, we're doing pike push-ups. We're gonna go for 100. Because my lower chest is sore from yesterday, so I'm doing upper chest and upper push movements. we go. Puts us at 30. Sorry, still trying to figure out how to use this thing. Thanks, Dream of You, for the compliments. Even me training 10 years in the gym, nowhere closer to you. Maybe you smoke me in every body part, bro. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't work out properly in the gym. I'm not saying that's you, but I've seen people go into the gym for 5-10 years, but they just don't push themselves. Like, they do enough to speed up their heart rate and to maintain good cardio and like overall just stay in shape more or less. But they don't push themselves enough to actually build muscle. I see that a lot. Happens a lot. It's hot. It's hot today in Austin, guys. I'm 174 pounds right now. 173, 174. We had a couple abs days a few weeks ago. Ming Yuan. Not lately though. If you saw the way I do my pull-ups, I lift my legs up, especially on the difficult reps, and my abs are actually sore after my days. So I'm getting a ab workout on my pull-ups days, the way I do my pull-ups. So I'm not really worried about my abs. Also, my goal isn't to get a nice six-pack. I already kind of do have a six-pack. My goal is to get much stronger and learn all the advanced moves. So, and that kind of defines what we're training, what exercises we do. Trying to get back to my previous base numbers. Trying to get to minimum 35 pull-ups, minimum 100 push-ups in a set, minimum like 60, 80 dips in one set. And then we can start training for muscle-ups, planche, human flag, all the hard stuff, you know. Handstand push-ups, all the fun stuff. Hard and fun stuff. Thanks, Tia. Yeah, I'm not complaining. I have good bicep genetics for sure. I wonder why you pull up with leg raises. Is it to hit your abs as well? No, I'm just too strained. when I'm doing, especially my last reps of pull-ups during a set, my whole body is just like flexing to get over the bar. And so I just raise my legs as I do them. Guys, almost nothing I do is to target a certain muscle group. Almost ever. The reason I'm doing pike push-ups now is to help me be better at handstand push-ups. The reason I'm doing pike push-ups now is that it'll later transfer over to strength to do my planche. The reason I'm doing my pull-ups is because it's going to help me on my front lever, one-arm pull-ups, and muscle-ups. I don't do anything to target my abs more, to target my shoulders more, to target my biceps more. None of the exercises I do is to target a certain muscle group. I know how to target a certain muscle group. I know how to make a workout based around it, but none of those things are actually my goals. So nothing I do is to target muscle groups. Everything I do is a transition exercise to get to something harder. All right, let's go. That's the next set of pike. Yeah, I might take someone's advice who recommended me to bring parallettes with me. It's like those little things that you do push-ups on. So I might try to do that. But I'll have to buy them. I already bought them. I'm waiting for it to arrive. You did measurements back in the day for now and arms? No, I didn't. I don't have measurements for any of that. Here we go. We're at 30. We're gonna do 15 more right now. Attempt 15 more. Put us at 45. All right, we did good. We're at 45. I ate pizza today. I ate a whole large pizza 3 hours ago. That was the wrong choice, guys. That was definitely the wrong choice. My belly is telling me now. I'm in Texas, United States right now. Thanks, dream of you. People have a misconception about how much time it takes to transform their bodies at the gym. I've been training for 3 years so far, and just this third one is making the difference, says Eduardo. Greetings to Serbia. Yeah, wood blocks is a good idea. I have lots of wood from work. Can easily cut myself a couple wood blocks. Then I don't have to buy anything. That's a good idea. We could definitely do that. It'll also help us go lower on our push-ups and stuff. Are you into one-arm front lever? I can do one-arm front lever. So I did, so far, 4 sets, David. We did a set of 60 push-ups, regular. And I just finished my 3rd set of Pike push-ups, 15 each. We're at 45 Pike push-ups. We're going for 100 Pike push-ups today. In my country, the time is 3:42 a.m., so I need to sleep. Goodbye. Bye, Tia. Thank you for joining. Have a good night. I'm guessing you're in one of the Slavic countries, right? Like Belarus or Russia or somewhere over there. Moldova. What's over there? Ukraine. Of course. My pleasure. Have a good night. I need to get some kind of rub-on mosquito thing so I'm not spraying myself. I breathe in all that mosquito stuff. I feel like I'm slowly dying over here. Oh, Israel? Well, y'all are going through war right now. Stay safe. Get some rest. With Iran. Wolfkin, I will be working towards planche push-ups. Not yet, though. Should try training gloves given the seal and groundy touch. I'm fine without gloves. Although the pebbles and rocks here are kind of annoying, but I'm gonna get wood blocks for next time. Also, I have an update for you guys. Yesterday I told you that the guy that beat my pull-up record died. I was wrong. It was another guy from the old church I went to that passed away. He was 19 years old. Similar names, but that's why I got him mixed up. But the guy that passed away, I knew, but it's not the guy that beat the pull-up record. But yeah, the guy that passed away, he committed suicide, unfortunately. 19 years old. Based on statistics, I think a male commits suicide every minute within the United States, if I'm not mistaken. Every minute, a guy kills himself in the United States by suicide. I think it's the 3rd or 4th leading cause of death in the U.S. for males, which is extremely high. It's short. I think it goes heart attack. First one is heart attack, and then you got diabetes. I think is top 3, and then suicide is the 3rd or 4th leading cause of death in the United States for all males, which is crazy. But all this to say, if you're going through trouble and you don't have anyone to talk to, call the suicide hotline. You might get some help there. But the way I look at it is life can be tough sometimes, but we're all gonna die one day anyway, so we may as well experience all the highs and lows that life has to offer. And the other thing is, if you are going through a really, really rough time, just out of curiosity, stick around for another 5-10 years. You know what I mean? Like, the worst thing that can happen is things will change. And a lot of suicides happen because someone's been going through a rough time for an extended period of time. They have no close family, nobody that they can rely on, and so they're like, you know what, my life, there's no up from here. Everything looks very bleak. I'm tired of suffering. I'm just gonna end it. Which I understand where they're coming from, but sometimes life, the way it surprises us and all the bad stuff that can happen to us, sometimes it surprises us with all the good stuff that may come. Story of Job comes to mind, where he was in the Bible, he was a righteous man, did everything right, and then lost his whole family. He was the richest man in the land. He lost all his belongings. He basically got a type of smallpox or leprosy. His body deteriorating away, worst disease possible. Literally everything went wrong. His friends came and, like, instead of helping him, kept saying, you did something wrong, this is all your fault. like creating extra hell for him for putting him down. And then he goes through this, right, for years. For all I know, for 7 to 14 years he went through this. And then after this whole thing passes, he recovers and becomes one of the most blessed and richest men in the land. And you hear stories like this all the time, and you have no idea how it happens and what's gonna happen, but sometimes things just take a turn for the better in an unexpected way. So just stick around. You're gonna die one day anyway, everyone will. Stick around for the journey and see how the story ends if you don't end it too short. I don't know if it's interesting you, but I saw now that maybe there's going to be rockets here soon, so I'll stay here a bit. War now is a very good situation for Israel, but still not simple with all the rockets that they sent here. Yeah, I saw the rockets flying to Israel from Iran a few days ago. It was pretty crazy videos out there. But yeah, stay safe. I'm doing the next set. We're going to hit 60 right now. Another 15, put us at 60. Here we go. Wise words. If anyone in the comments feels that way, you can message me. Just saying, bam, there. Austin says anyone can message me. I will also make on my Discord, which is in the description here, and on my channel, I will create a mental health group. If anybody needs to talk, you can join there. I've had a couple times that I was suicidal in my life. Back when I was really young, at about 21 years old, I had a period, about 6 to 8 months. It was a really rough time of my life that I felt suicidal. And then I've had it come like for a week at a time during when a bunch of shitty things happen to me all at once. But it does get tough sometimes, so I can relate. But the thing that kept me going is I want to see how the end turns out on its own, how it plays out, how my life plays out, and to kind of to embrace the suffering of life, because it's part of the human experience in a way. That's the way I got out of it. But yeah, I'll make a mental health group on my Discord. If anybody wants to chat in there, feel free to join. Do my next set now. Almost collapsed there at the end. We did 19, 45 plus 19 is what, 64? 40, 50, 64, right? 64. Exercising 100% helps with helping mental health. 1,000,000% support that. It also helps you take your mind off things and focus on something else. Because a lot of the negative come from being too absorbed in a thought loop. You get stuck in a thought loop. It's a self-reinforcing negative loop where you start with a thought and then you say how horrible it is, and then from the thought of how horrible it is, you're suffering, and then you see no bright future, and then as you see no bright future, you start extrapolating and saying my whole life is going to keep going like this, and I don't want it, and this pain is too much to bear. And then you remind yourself again, you're like, this is just going to keep going, it's not going to get better. And there's this like reinforcing negative thought loop. Working out helps you escape it, because at least for the 30 to hour that you're working out, you're focused on something else. Your body is feeling things outside of the negative feelings you've been feeling. You're feeling blood flow through you, and overall it stimulates your brain in a different way and breaks old patterns. It's very helpful. Highly recommend fitness for mental health, 100%. Have you ever had surgery, Wolfkin? I have not had surgery. No, I've had IVs, never actual surgery. Runner's high is great, yeah, but most people who are just starting working out, they're not going to get runner's high. That's something you get after you are a good ways into your workout routines. All right, we're at 64 push-ups. And attempt 15 more. That'll put us at 80 at 79. Here we go. Hey guys, there's a little bunny over here. I'm gonna try to show him to you. I don't know if he'll run away or if you'll be able to see him. He's looking at me. I don't know if I'll train bouldering. My sister is a bouldering champ right now. That's all she does is bouldering. Bouldering and snowboarding. Like life, every good book has some tragic chapters. You just gotta keep reading and the story will change. 100% Austin. Beastie Arius. I wouldn't say I stopped believing in God. I became an agnostic. Like I lived my life without thinking about God. I'm not saying he exists or doesn't exist. I live my life how I think is right and what I think is best for me and everyone around me. And that's as far as that goes. I don't really think about the existence of God very much. So I'm not for or against it. All right, here we go. We got to do our next set. It's already 54 minutes into our stream. All right, we're at 64. Let's go. Barely. $79. Is Greek and Russian Orthodox a belief in God? 100%. No, I'm not afraid to say I'm atheistic, no. I don't think anyone can truly be atheist, because atheist means you don't believe. Well, I guess you can be an atheist is like you don't believe in God, but you can't claim God doesn't exist, because we're finite beings and we perceive the world subjectively, and you have to be omniscient to be able to say if God exists or not, because you have to be able to know all things. What you can say is, in my personal experience, I haven't experienced God, or I don't see evidence for God, therefore I don't believe in him. Sure, but you can't claim God doesn't exist. You can simply claim that you don't believe in him, because to claim that anything exists or doesn't exist, you have to be omniscient, and we're not as human beings, so you can't claim one way or the other if we're going to be intellectually honest. You should increase intensity to get fewer reps and gain more strength. Gain more strength. Higher reps is strength too, David. You think strength is only how much you can lift in one set, or what? Believe it or not, I didn't try weighted body weight calisthenics or anything before, and I learned to do one-arm pull-ups on one arm, just by getting to very high rep two-arm pull-ups. So based on two arms, I got to doing like 50 pull-ups, and coincidentally, by training that, I was able to do 3 one-arm pull-ups on each arm without training specifically one-arm pull-ups. By increasing your strength and repetitions, you're also increasing your overall strength, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Also, when I got to 50 pull-ups with 2 arms, I was able to do pull-ups with my 100-pound sister on my back. And I never trained weighted. I never trained with anybody on my back. And just for the hell of it, for fun, we were at a park and people were doing weighted, and they're like, hey, you only do body weight, blah, blah, blah. You're weak. Can you do pull-ups that are weighted? And they were doing pull-ups with like 40, 60 pounds on their back. And I told my sister, hey, hop on my back, let's try this. She hopped on my back, and I was able to do a few pull-ups with her on my back, never having done it before. So don't let anybody tell. What's up, Mike J? Welcome back. Don't let anybody tell you that the way you get stronger is by doing up to 15 reps or less. That's some bullshit. You're good, Mike J. We're at 79 Pike push-ups and 60 regular push-ups. We're gonna go do our next set right now. We gotta get to 100. We're already at our 1 hour mark, so we really need to get this done. Where's the bunny? Oh, he's still here. He's afraid I'm gonna come after him. He's like looking at me. Whoops. Where's the bunny? There he is. He got scared. I know, right? That would be funny. Magic Hat Bunny. Hey. Your PR for pull-ups is only 15. I believe in you. You'll get up there. I had a good walk at the gym today on the treadmill. Nice job, Frank. All right, here we go. Time to get this done. I don't know if you're asking me, Austin, but I post a YouTube post every day after my workout with that thing we did. But no, I don't track my actual steps, walking steps. Although my phone says I average about 1.8 miles per day of walking distance. I don't know if it tracks it or what, but I obviously don't have it in my pocket during a workout, but work and stuff and construction, it's usually in my pocket. It says I average about 1.8 miles per day in walking steps. Here we go. We're at 79. 21 to go. We're at 92. 8 more to go. Give me a few seconds and I'll do it. Eight more to go. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7. I named my stream wrong. It's supposed to be stream 38. I just realized. I was like, yeah, something's not adding up on my streams. I think it's hard to maintain physique as you get older. Mahad, I wouldn't say so. I mean, I haven't worked out for 10 years. I'm still in shape. I don't know. It's not for me. I lost my strength. My physique mostly stayed. I did lose most of my strength, but that's because I just didn't work out. I think if you work out, it's not harder. It's not that hard. But obviously after your 40s, you're definitely gonna start losing it little by little. So you have to actually train. Yeah, I think I named this stream 37, but I'll change it. I'll change it after we end the stream. Otherwise it'll stop the stream. You want to see what I look like with makeup on? Look at this. No wrinkles. Perfect smooth skin. Boom. David, I would listen to music, but I can't because I get stricken with copyright infringement on here if I listen to music. YouTube's pretty strict unless I make a playlist with like free royalty-free music, but it's okay. Hey, muscle man. If I just had a muscle filter on. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Man, yeah, Chris, everybody starts losing muscle mass after like 40 years old, unless you actively train to maintain it. Your body starts losing muscle mass year after year. They say after 30s, but I'm not sure. Oh no, it's a makeup filter. Check it out. See all the pores in my skin? Boom. Foundation. Add a little bit of blush, some foundation, perfectly smooth skin. Boom. Back to normal. I bet you every single girl live streamer that ever does live streams has this retouch filter on. Guaranteed. All right, here we go. Oh, gain weight? Yeah. Gaining weight was harder for me too when I was younger. Now it's easier. Anyway, here we go. We've got 8 more push-ups to do, and we're going to be at 100 Pike push-ups and 60 regular push-ups. Just to make it even, we're going to do these next 8 Pike push-ups, and I'll finish it off with 40 regular push-ups. And we'll make it an even 100. Muscle man, we did 60 regular push-ups, and we're at 92 Pike push-ups right now. And we got to see some bunnies today too. All right. That was 100 Pike push-ups, and we'll go for 40 more regular push-ups. Bestiarius. All right, here we go. 40 more. Hello. Short break and then 20 more. Somebody back there in the bushes. All right, 20 more, and we'll wrap it up. Good stuff, guys. We're at 100 regular push-ups and 100 pike. We did great. Bestiarius, about the spiritual lessons. Most of them were like through observing life. I used Bible verses and like Bible stuff to talk about spirituality, but in the actual lessons were motivated by life and observation, and I still have those. We talked a little bit about suicide today and some other stuff, so you'll get some life advice, spiritual quote-unquote advice sprinkled here and there in our streams. I wonder how Sylvester Stallone is able to keep his muscle mass at 76. Steroids, I don't blame him. Yeah, lifting, and I wouldn't necessarily say steroids. It could just be just TRT, just straight testosterone, or steroids. I don't know. But I think after a certain age, your body can't produce the testosterone you need to maintain the muscle mass and physique that you had before, because your body is just deteriorating, at which point you do start taking testosterone to make up for it. What the hell is that noise in the bushes behind me? It's probably that bunny, but it's way too loud to be a bunny. It's probably a deer. I'm telling you, it's probably a deer. I tell you one good thing though. Mosquitoes were flying all around me today, and not one bit me, because I'm covered in mosquito spray. If anybody knows any natural ways to battle mosquitoes so I don't have to use mosquito spray, probably citronella oil, rub it on my skin or something, because the aerosol got in my nose when I was spraying, and I felt like it was killing me. Come on now. It is a deer, guys. It's carrying me over here. You want to see him? All right, where is he? Right there. See the deer? Move! Deer, move! I don't have any rocks. There he is, you see him? He's looking over here. Anyway, he saw me moving towards him and he got all nice and quiet and still. Quick look up Chris Jones. A few years back, he had some sort of spiritual awakening. He changed his ad to Beast Mode Jones 3:16, referencing John 3:16. A lot of people turn to Christianity through a spiritual experience. I don't doubt it. Do you think World War III will happen? I don't think so. That deer has zero caution. He's slamming, like walking down, making so much noise. That's what happens when you don't have predators. These deer have zero predators over here. Chris, we have coyotes, deer, bunnies. We have road runners. We have every kind of snake, pretty much. What else do we have? I don't know. We have lots of different insects here. All right, let's go hunt them down. All right, he's gone. Came too close. Later, Austin. Roadrunners, yeah, you know that Wile E. Coyote cartoon? The one goes beep beep and runs away. The bird. Those roadrunners, we have them here. Good night, bestiarius. I've tried deer meat like once or twice. I'm not a fan. I don't like the way it tastes. Too gamey for me. I'm not a big fan of red meat in general, believe it or not. I mostly eat chicken. And if I do eat actual meat, I like it smoked and pulled meat, not like steak form, and not really, yeah. Got a freezer full of deer meat. There you go. It's my favorite protein source. Oh, that's a hard one. I don't know what my favorite protein source is. What is my favorite protein source? Probably yogurt or smoothies with protein powder, or like smoothies that I make with peanut butter in them or protein powder in them. Probably that. It would be chicken, smoothie, and yogurt. Probably top 3 favorite sources of protein. Oh, and eggs. I haven't had eggs in a while, but I used to eat a lot of eggs every day. So I'd make it smoothies, chicken, and eggs. But I don't even know if those are 2 different ones. Eggs are chicken that just hasn't hatched yet. Why don't I eat fish? I eat fish, it's just, I don't know. Growing up, we didn't eat a lot of fish, and so I never really got used to it. Plus, I feel like it takes a little longer to cook, and chicken's easier, more accessible. And fish is usually a little bit more expensive too, and I like to keep my food cheap. But yeah, that's why. Alright guys, mosquitoes are finally starting to get to me. I just got 1 mosquito bite on my butt, but 1 is better than the 40 that I got last time. So, yeah, if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask or keep it for tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. We'll do another workout. I'm most inclined to say that we are going to do jump rope tomorrow. That's the goal. We did 200 push-ups today, 100 pike, and 100 regular. Yesterday we did pull-ups, 130, I believe. The day before that we did lunges. We did 130 lunges, I believe. 55 each leg for sets until 130. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Waylon, thank you for being a loyal supporter and subscribing for the membership. Much appreciated. And thanks to everyone else for joining me every day and working out with me every day. Much appreciated as well. Hopefully one day we can meet somewhere. Visit some people around the States, maybe do another tour like I did back in 2012 or 2013. That would be fun. What was the question you asked? You want to grow a beard? Not really. I tried growing my hair out, my facial hair. I don't like the way it looks. It ages me too. I don't like to look older. I like to look younger. I'm working for myself doing remodeling right now. Dream. Working on some remodels. Doing a full house remodel right now over here in Austin. And then after I finish these two projects, I'm gonna be moving back to Houston. But yeah. Good stuff. Our streams are getting longer and longer. I'm not complaining. That's good stuff still, regardless. Getting our 1 hour workout in every day, which is good. We're getting stronger too. That's what matters. I'm gonna go home, make myself a smoothie right now. Take a little rest break after this workout. Give us a view of the park. There's not much over here. I try to sleep at least 8 hours a night. You ever consider bulking it to 80 kilos? I'm 79.5 kilos right now. I'm pretty much 80 kilos. Anyway. So that's a funny question, Dream. I'm 79.5 kilos. I'm already half a kilo away from 80. Yeah, it's a pretty good investment. I'm happy with it. It stabilizes the camera too, so it's not very shaky. So I can walk and film and park. Some tennis courts over here. Yeah, I'm about 15 pounds, 155, 20 pounds heavier compared to my old videos. All right, guys. Oh, you're fine. I don't mind. I don't mind talking about how much I weigh or my weight in general. Doesn't bother me. Every stream somebody asks me anyway how much I weigh and what my height is. I'm used to answering the question every day, pretty much. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. We are headed home now to drink our smoothie. All right, bye. Thank you, Mike J. Appreciate it. Put a like, support me if you can, subscribe if you aren't. Thank y'all for joining me every single day, all the loyal subscribers and Waylon, the member. Thank you.